My child, I am trying to save you from a big tragedy that is meant to happen in your life. But this message, these words of mine, will save you from the impact of this inevitable thing. Child, listen closely, for I do not speak in vain. My voice, though it may come to you softly, perhaps as a gentle thought, a quiet whisper in your spirit, or even through words you did not expect, carries the full force of my eternal will. I speak not from a place of control, but from love that has no beginning and no end. I see the path you walk. I know the choices before you, and the burdens you carry in silence. I know the silent battles, the weariness hidden behind your smiles, the questions that keep you awake when the world sleeps. You must understand, beloved, I am not trying to control your steps like a puppet master. I gave you the freedom to choose, for love must be chosen freely, or it ceases to be love. But in that freedom I have not stepped away. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am not watching you stumble with indifference. I have been by your side through every dark moment, through every storm, and through every breathless joy. You have never been alone, not for a single heartbeat. And now I come to warn you, not to frighten you, but to anchor you in my presence. There is a shaking ahead, a moment that may feel like the very earth beneath you is crumbling. I will not lie to you, pain will come. The sky may grow dark. People you love may turn their backs, or simply disappear. Things you have trusted in, leaned on, or dreamed about may slip through your fingers like mist. This, my child, is not to punish you. It is not my wrath. It is not some curse or forgotten fault. It is the birth pain of something deeper. What you must understand is that even in what looks like loss, I am working. Even in what feels like endings, I am planting the beginning of something that will last forever. Your tears are not wasted. Your prayers are not falling on deaf ears. The silence you fear is not abandonment. It is the quiet before the unfolding of something sacred. I tell you now, do not fear the storm that is coming. Do not harden your heart when you see things begin to shake. Do not run from me. Do not run from the truth. The enemy will whisper lies to you in the moment of your weakness. He will tell you, I have forsaken you. He will mock your faith. He will make you question everything you once believed. But I tell you, hold fast. Let your roots go deeper, not into what is temporary, but into me. For I do not change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I do not speak in riddles when I say, I have already gone ahead of you. I have seen what you cannot see. I have made a way where there was none, but the road to it will seem narrow. It may even seem invisible. You will not always feel my hand, but you must trust my heart. The tragedy meant to strike you is not a surprise to me. I have already built within you the strength to withstand it. I have prepared your heart in ways you do not even understand. You think you are weak, but in me you are mighty. You think you are alone, but my angels surround you even now. You think you will break, but you are already being shaped into something unbreakable. You see time in days and years. I see it as a whole. I see the threads you do not see, connecting every moment of your life to eternity. That detour you hated, that delay that broke your heart, that no, you could not understand it, all fits. Nothing is wasted, nothing is random. Nothing escapes my eye or slips through my fingers. The suffering you are afraid of will not destroy you. It may burn, but it will purify. It may crush, but only to shape. Like the potter with the clay, I press not to harm, but to form. You were not made for a shallow life, child. You were not made for hollow pleasures or fleeting comforts. I made you for eternity, for glory, for unshakable joy. But to walk into that, you must sometimes pass through the fire. There will come a moment, not far from now, when you will be tempted to give up, to quit, to turn away from me, to let bitterness take root. I ask you now, do not let that seed grow. In that moment, remember these words. Recall this voice. Anchor yourself in the truth, not in your feelings. Your emotions may rage. Your heart may tremble. But I remain. I will never leave you, not for a second. Others may not understand what you are going through. They may dismiss your pain or offer advice instead of comfort. But I understand. I who formed your inward parts and wrote your story before time began. I know every tear, every fear, every breath. Speak to me. Bring it all to me, not just your strength, but your weakness. Not just your praise, but your confusion. I will not turn you away. I do not require perfection. I do not ask you to have all the answers. I simply ask you to trust me. Trust me when the path is dark. Trust me when the answer is delayed. Trust me when your heart is breaking. I can carry you. I can carry the weight you've tried to bear alone. You were never meant to walk this life alone. Do not compare your journey to others. Their road is not yours. What I am doing in you is unique. It may look slow. It may seem silent. But I am building something eternal. Some things must break before they can be rebuilt. Some things must die before they can be raised. You are not being buried, child, you are being planted. In time you will understand. In time you will look back and see my hand in every moment. Even now I am weaving together what the enemy meant for harm and turning it for your good. The loss you fear may become the very thing that opens the door to your purpose. The pain you avoid may be the catalyst for your healing. Do not run from what I allow. Trust in my love. It is fierce, it is deep, it is unwavering. I have not forgotten you. I have not ignored your cries. I have heard every whisper. I have seen every sleepless night, and I have collected every tear. I will restore what the locusts have eaten. I will make rivers in the wasteland. I will take the ashes of your grief and bring forth beauty. But you must stay with me. You must cling to me. There will be voices, many voices, that try to drown mine out. The world will offer easy escapes. The enemy will paint illusions of peace that cost your soul. But I am your true peace. I am your hiding place. I am your fortress. Let my word be your anchor. Let my promises be your guide. Return to them often. Speak them out loud. Let them fill your mind, especially when fear tries to consume you. When you feel weak, do not be ashamed. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you do not know how to pray, just breathe my name. When you do not have the words, I will intercede for you. You are not a burden. You are not failing. You are growing, and growth often feels like breaking. Let me remind you again, What is coming will not destroy you. It will awaken you. It will deepen you. It will remove what is false and leave what is true. And though it may seem like the end of one thing, it is the beginning of another. I am not trying to hurt you. I am not against you. I am for you. I am with you. And I love you with a love that will never let go. My child. My child. I see the ache within you, the part that wonders why tragedy finds its way into your life and into the lives of so many. You look at the brokenness around you, at the cruelty, the accidents, the betrayals, the losses that feel as though they have ripped your soul apart, and you ask why. You wonder where I am when these things happen. You cry out, and sometimes you feel as though the silence itself is your answer. But hear me now, lean in, quiet your heart, and listen to the truth that has been waiting for you. I am not distant. I am not deaf to your cries, and I am not the author of evil. I do not delight in your suffering. The tragedies you face, many of them, yes, many are rooted in the schemes of the enemy. There is one who prowls like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. He sows destruction in the hearts of men. He whispers lies, stirs jealousy, plants hatred, cultivates fear, and then stands back as these seeds take root in the world, growing into acts of violence, loss, betrayal, and despair. He is the deceiver. He is the divider. He masquerades as light but only knows darkness. And yes, many of the wounds you carry, those invisible scars deep within your soul, have come from places he has touched. Whether through the hands of others or through the doubts he has tried to implant in your mind, his fingerprints are present in the ruin. But he is not sovereign. Do you hear me? He is not in control. He is not equal to me. He is not a god. He is a liar who cannot create, only distort. He cannot write the story, only try to sabotage it. He works within the cracks, the weaknesses, the human frailties, and yet he is always under my authority. He cannot act unless I allow, and even then, what he intends for destruction I can and will use for glory. This is what I want you to understand, my precious one. Nothing touches your life unless it passes through my hands first. That does not mean I cause all things, but it does mean that I am sovereign over them. When you walk through the fire, I do not always extinguish the flame, but I will walk with you through it. When you fall, I may not always remove the pain, but I will never let you fall beyond my reach. What the enemy designs to crush you, I repurpose to raise you. What he means to bury you, I transform into the very soil from which you grow. And even when the darkness feels overwhelming, my light is stronger still. The enemy has limits, but my love has none. His power is fleeting, mine is eternal. And my plan for you, though sometimes hidden behind the veil of suffering, is one of redemption, restoration, and eternal purpose. You are not a pawn in a cosmic game. You are my child. You were not made for destruction, you were made for communion with me. But this world, fallen and bruised, marked by sin, is not as I originally made it. Humanity's choices allowed sin to enter, and with sin came death, decay, disease, and disaster. And yet I did not abandon you. I did not wash my hands of you. I stepped down into your world, into your pain. I bore the cross. I took on flesh. I entered into the very suffering you face to redeem it from within. You wonder why bad things happen, but remember that I did not spare even myself from suffering. I endured it. I wept. I bled. I was betrayed. I was mocked. I was crucified. Not because I had no power to prevent it, but because through that suffering I brought salvation. And if I can bring life out of death, healing out of wounds, and resurrection out of a tomb, then surely I can redeem the broken chapters of your life too. You see, even though the enemy weaves evil into the world, I am always one step ahead. He strikes and I transform. He steals and I restore. He wounds and I heal. He tries to curse you, but I speak blessing over your life. Nothing is too ruined that I cannot rebuild. Nothing is too lost that I cannot recover. And you, my child, are not beyond my reach, not now, not ever. But I call you into partnership with me. I gave you a will not because I wanted to make your path harder, but because love cannot exist without freedom. I could have created you to follow me like a machine, but I made you with a heart capable of choosing, because real love, deep and true, must be chosen. And this is where your actions come in. Though I reign over all, I have entrusted you with responsibility. The choices you make, how you respond to my voice, how you treat others, how you guard your heart and mind, they matter. They shape your journey. They can lead you into safety or into danger. They can open doors or close them. They can align you with my will or move you away from it. Many tragedies the enemy sets in motion can be avoided when you walk with me. When you listen to my voice, when you obey the nudges I give, you step into a covering of protection. You may not always understand why I lead you a certain way, why I close one door and open another, why I delay what you pray for, why I draw you away from certain people or places, but my guidance is always for your good. I see what you cannot see. I know what lies ahead. And sometimes what feels like disappointment is actually deliverance. Other times, though, the tragedy does strike. The storm does come. And even then, your actions matter. Not because your strength can stop the rain, but because your faith can hold you steady. If you cling to me, you will not be swept away. If you trust me, even when it hurts, you will emerge from the storm stronger than before. Every step of obedience, every whispered prayer, every act of forgiveness, every choice to love when it's hard, these things build a foundation that cannot be shaken. Do not believe the lie that your suffering means I have abandoned you. No, my child. It is often in the fire that I am closest. I am near to the brokenhearted. I bind up their wounds. I collect their tears. I walk with you in the valley of the shadow of death, and I prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I do not promise a life free from pain, but I promise you will never face it alone. Every trial has a purpose, even when you cannot see it. Every delay, every detour, every unanswered question is a piece of a much bigger picture, one that stretches beyond time into eternity. You may not see the full masterpiece yet, but I do. I hold it in my hands, and I work every color, every shadow, every stroke into something glorious. You are a part of that. And know this: the enemy trembles when you trust me in the storm. He flees when you praise me in the pain. He loses his grip when you lift your eyes in worship instead of letting bitterness take root. Every act of faith is a weapon in the unseen battle. Every time you choose to believe, to forgive, to hope, you push back the darkness. You are not powerless. You are not a victim of fate. You are a warrior clothed in my strength. You carry my spirit within you. And when you call on me, I answer. When you fall, I lift you up. When you don't know the way forward, I light your path, sometimes only one step at a time, but always enough. There is more going on in your life than what you can see. Every trial is a test, and every test has the potential to bring forth testimony. I allow nothing without reason. Even when the enemy strikes, I use it to refine your heart, to shape your character, to draw you closer to me. Nothing is wasted, not your tears, not your waiting, not your pain. And when you walk through the fire and emerge on the other side, you will be a witness to my power. You will comfort others with the comfort you received. You will speak not just from belief, but from experience. And your scars, rather than being signs of defeat, will become marks of glory, evidence that you survived, that you overcame, that you walked with me through the deepest darkness and came out whole. Yes, the tragedies that touch your life may be crafted by the enemy, but I will never let him have the final word. That word belongs to me. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I wrote the first line of your story, and I will write the last. No pain, no failure, no loss can erase what I have spoken over your life. So lift your head, child. Do not be afraid of what may come. The winds may blow, but you are rooted in me. The earth may shake, but I am your foundation. The enemy may roar, but I have already declared his defeat. The cross stands as proof. The empty tomb stands as proof. My spirit within you stands as proof. Walk with me. Trust me. Listen to my voice above all others. Guard your heart. Speak life. Forgive quickly. Love deeply. Worship even in the valley. And remember, no tragedy is greater than my power to redeem it. No enemy is stronger than my will to save. No darkness can outshine the light I have placed in you. Your actions matter. Your faith matters. Your choices matter. But above all, know this: I am with you. I am for you. And I will never leave you, not now, not ever. Let these words sink deep into your soul. Let them anchor you. And when the day of trouble comes, you will not be shaken. You are loved, you are held, you are seen. And your story is far from over. Even in the tragedy, I am writing glory. Even in the silence, I am still speaking. And even when you cannot trace my hand, you can trust my heart. Stay close to me, beloved. The best is yet to come. Amen.